Hey guys, Cozy Access. 2 videos in one day. Kind of break for me, guys. Maybe not for many people, but this is for me. Just gonna do a review on what most people are known as, or not review, my opinion and single opinion, what you can do with it and all. But yeah, as 550 cord, paracord, 9-long bracelet, whatever the fuck you call it. I call it paracord because it's more natural for me, or 9-long cord, whatever. I got black and yellow version. It's a bracelet. It's pretty good. I mean, it's really good. It's real 550 cord. You can tell because it has the 7 strands and whatnot. It's like 160 feet with all the strands laid out, plus the outer layer. It's like 30 feet, just the cord itself. I like it. It's real nice. The buckles don't slip or come out or anything. It's not like you're gonna jiggle it because they're kind of strapped in. What I like to do, it's pretty flexible. This cord, you can tell when it tightens and all, and where its strength is and how it's put down. If you can see that, it's kind of burned there or melted, so nothing slips out, which I really don't care. So you always can just cut that part off and make new one. And if you want to save it, just burn it so you don't have the strands coming apart. It's not to be like the longest video in the world, but I'm gonna give you some opinions what you did here. This is 160 feet of cord, guys. Now, have you ever seen? Besides climbing rope, would you carry that much cord on you? Because that would take up a lot of room. This is kind of like marijuana or cocaine. It's the gateway drug. It's like marijuana, it's kind of the gateway of awesomeness. It's pretty nice. It's not like you're going to sit there and undo it all, besides the fact that it looks awesome. But if you do have to survive, it's better than having to sit there and go through rope and cut it and have certain tools. This thing, you just take a knife and cut it straight through, and it holds 500-something pounds. Don't believe we'll be carrying over 500 pounds, including you. Okay? So, like, maybe, that's kind of an overdue, but maybe they're thinking they're going to have to pull something or dig something out, or, have to carry lots of gear, and you're pulling like a trailer or something. I don't know what the hell they intended it for, but it's cool. It's pretty tough, Slam it on the ground. It's not going to break. Beating up my paracord. The weak point of this paracord is probably the buckle, because it's plastic. It's actually pretty good plastic. Like, it takes pretty good amount of force to push the buckle release. I can barely do it with my left hand. Can't even do it with my left hand. Force it in there. Sometimes you get caught like that. Doesn't really care because it's cord. It's not going to be exact, but try to get it in there and try not to abuse this book, because there's one that's a weak point here. If I can find the other one, there it is. That's a weak point. It's burned, so basically it just kind of makes the mouth bigger and it holds. But maybe I can try to jiggle it or try to put. Yeah, I can probably do it. Just take that over and fiddle with it. I can probably take it out. Over time, that could wear down the burn, and that could just kind of slip out and start losing. That could just fall off someday, and you're going to be real mad because you don't have it. So try not to abuse your cord. Like, I would put it on my bag instead of my arm, because the buckle, keeps it away from the ground. And you're probably going to take care of your bag a lot more than your arm. Say now, because why would you sit there and waste your paracord? You'd probably hit your arm a bunch of times on trees, and you're hitting the arm, you're hitting a tree or something, you're walking, you're just hitting stuff and touch something, give you something to do. You're laying on the ground, you maybe have to crawl for something. You're gonna abuse this paracord a lot more on your arm than your backpack. You just set the backpack down, what the hell? It's not going to do anything. You know, the bracelet will absorb everything and the buckle will be fine. Okay? And you're probably not going to drop it. Ooh, sorry. Drop your backpack a lot because the fact if you have water in there, you're going to be a lot more cautious what you have. Like, people will go nuts on that thing. Oh, here's another burn. That one looks doesn't look as good here. This one's probably more potential. But, yeah, I don't know why this turns into a 5-minute video. But, I'm going to cut this real quick, you know. Just don't abuse what you have. Especially this stuff. This stuff will save your ass. I used to have a camouflage one. I took it apart because I was bored one day, which I should never done because it was a baller. Should just bought this one and taken it apart, or I'm gonna buy another one and take it apart. But don't. But it was pretty strong. Like, I tied myself. I de-stranded it all. No, I took it apart and I had the paracord and I tied it to myself and I made like a harness and all and put on a tree. I was like 5 feet up, you know, so it's not like a long fall. Kind of jumped off and my knot held pretty strong, which I was pretty surprised because I'm not the best knot maker. But the paracord didn't even actually just turn into stress. It kind of was like halfway, and after it forced the jump, probably strained the tree. And the worst part about it was climbing up. Yeah. The paracord doesn't actually go back to its original shape. Now, so once you can like this, it'll go back because it's not that much stress. Damn mosquito. That, but it'll always go back because it has another force retaining it back. So, but if you're gonna stress it, make sure you do the right thing or cut it or something, because that will just ruin your paracord. Alright guys, sorry to make it like a 7-minute long video. Really didn't mean to. See you later.